Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Super pumped about today's video. We're talking camera bags. I have 4 of my favorite camera packs with me spread around the office. Gonna go through each backpack, talk about their use case, who they're best for, what situations they're best in, and kind of break down some of the specs of each pack. So 5 years ago, I made a video on this Mindshift Thinktank Backlight 26 liter. It's one of the better performing videos on my channel. So I have thrown this back in the mix in today's video to show you when and what I use this for. So let's get right into it. So 5 years ago, I told you guys to buy this backpack right here. Now I have 3 other packs. Super fortunate that I've worked with some backpacking companies and camera bag companies, so I've been able to test a variety of different bags out for different use cases. So we're gonna go and talk through each one, but the 4 packs that I talk about in this video: Mindshift Backlight 26 liter. Back here I have Wandrd Prvke. This is the 35 liter on the ground over here. This will be talked about at the end, more of a hybrid hiking backpack. This is Southwest by Hyperlite. And then I also have the Shimoda Action X50. So we're gonna talk about this backpack as well in this video. All right, take a drink every time I say backpack. So come on with me. I'm super pumped about today's video. I'm gonna freestyle this one as well as read some stats on each pack throughout the video, as well as put those stats up on the screen. I'm gonna start by talking about the Mindshift. This is the Backlight 26 liter. I use this strictly for larger commercial shoots. When I'm working out of a vehicle, have an assistant carrying gear for me, this is my go-to pack for shoots like that, or additional gear that won't fit in one of these other bags, maybe the Shimoda, but this one is gonna be great for wedding photographers, street photographers, portrait shooters, and anyone out on larger commercial shoots. Let me show you why. This pack has a clam style opening, which means the pack opens from the back here. All of your gear is extremely accessible from the inside. I have various gear spread throughout all these backpacks that I use regularly. This one can fit 2 full frame camera bodies, as well as a whole mix of different lenses. I have 2 camera bodies in here now, and just kind of 1 lens sitting in the center compartment here. Great pouches for accessories on the side, as well as a couple zipper pockets right here for some batteries and SD cards that you might want to bring with you. This module inside does not come out, but you can rearrange the various modules in here to fit larger lenses and do different configurations. One of the advantages of this pack is that clamshell style opening. Keeps everything safe and secure in here. Make sure you zip your backpack up, by the way, but this is a great option for someone that's just working out of their trunk and shooting kind of run and gun style. I love and still use this for larger commercial shoots and product photo shoots when I need to fit a lot of gear with me and take it on the go. I have just a couple camera bodies and lenses in here now, but this, of all the bags, has probably the largest, most compatible and padded camera storage of all of these bags. So if you need to carry a lot of gear on like a wedding shoot or commercial project, this might be a good option for you to look into. If quickly show you the exterior. So I did used to hike with this, but I've moved on to some newer systems in terms of lighter weight packs, or just some packs for different types of adventures. So I used to hike with this. I don't hike with this one anymore. It does have a compatible side pocket for tripods. It also has an additional way for you to carry a tripod by slipping that through here and then down onto these hooks on the bottom, so you could put a tripod there and fit additional gear on both sides of this pack. Right now I just have the Peak Design tripod in there. It does have a hip belt for additional support when you're moving around out there, and it does also have a chest strap here. In terms of being able to put like additional layers and additional hiking equipment, that's where this one becomes a little limited. I have a reflector in here now for those larger commercial projects. So you could do reflectors, maybe an extra jacket, or a little bit of additional hiking gear if you went and used this for the hiking route of things. I don't really like this pack for hiking, and I'll show you why in comparison to some of the other bags in a moment, but a little bit of additional storage here. You could probably slip a laptop or iPad down in there and put some additional gear. You could do a laptop and then a tablet, and it has a few extra additional pockets on the outside. This pack also comes with a rain cover that goes around it to keep your gear out of the elements if you happen to be shooting out in a rainstorm or a snowstorm. So, okay, so this was the Mindshift Backlight 26 liter. That's by a company called Thinktank. This might be great for you if you shoot commercial work, portraits, weddings, and you need to fit a lot of gear in one well-padded, very secure pack. Before I move on to the next bag, I'm gonna talk about some stats on this one. This is the Old Faithful. I've had this for a long time. I used to do everything out of this bag, but I have other bags now that I use more for hiking. This is kind of like the Pelican case on your back. It's not great for extended hiking, in my opinion, like 10 plus miles. It has not the greatest comfort straps. This is gonna be an awesome pack if you have an assistant carrying your gear or you're working out of your trunk and you need to swap lenses every 5 minutes. You can quickly open this up, grab a new lens, zip it back up, and move on to the next scene. Fits in the car real easily. Not a lot of frills with this one, but great storage for gear and lots of accessories on the inside. So this was the Thinktank Mindshift Backlight 26L. This is more of the like quick access production tool backpack. Empty, this bag comes in at 3.9 pounds. This pack is priced at $300. The access, as I showed you earlier, is this rear type clamshell access to get to your gear. Does it have padding built into it for camera gear? Yes, this is a camera-focused, camera-specific backpack, fully integrated into the bag. You can move your dividers around to fit larger or smaller lenses. It does have a tripod holder. You can either put them on the side like I have here, or that other mount that I showed you on the top. And the module inside is built into this bag, so you cannot take the dividers out and move it into another pack. I'll be real honest with you. There is no one size fits all for camera bags. You're probably wondering why there's 4 different ones in this video. Well, I use a different backpack for different purposes, and this one I'm tending to use less these days, but I still do grab it for commercial shoots and product photo shoots. Let's move on to the next one. All right, moving on. I have the Wandrd Prvke 30 liter next to me. I think that's how you say it. Drop me a comment below if I messed that up. But I was sent this bag to do a collaboration with an outdoor gear online website as well as Wandrd. Had the opportunity to get one of these. I'm a little bummed that I didn't just go with black or gray. The orange stands out and it's kind of a little too loud for me, but I still use this bag all the time. I'm gonna walk through the purposes for it. This is kind of my everyday carry backpack. I don't really recommend this as a camera bag, an adventure bag, or a hiking bag. I call this more like the traveler in this series of backpacks. Inside is a place for, you can put a camera body and a few smaller lenses. This is more for like street photographers, someone who travels a lot, vloggers, YouTubers are gonna love this pack. Very different from the Shimoda and the Hyperlite that I'm gonna show you later in the video. One thing I really like on this bag is the roll top closure. The other 2 packs in this video are also roll top bags, so giving you the ability to stuff lots of extra gear and coats into the top of this pack. So it's one of my favorite features about the Wandrd bag. Does have a spot on the side for your tripod or water bottle over here, whichever you decide to take with you. And then over on this side, this is how you would access the inner component to reach directly in if you kept your camera on this side, which I do have my small Fuji X100V, and I'll show you and some B-roll clips of how I pack this down with lots of technology. So if you needed to quickly sling this to your side and pull out your camera for, say, like street photography or some portraits, great bag for that as well. I believe this is fully waterproof. You don't need to put a cover on this. I believe it's fully waterproof material. In my opinion, not the best support on this pack. You have no hip belts here. You are gonna definitely be feeling this on like a 10+ mile hike. Just not the most comfortable straps in comparison to the other packs like the Shimoda and the Hyperlite. Still a great bag. It's definitely more in like the commuter and traveler range. Awesome backpack. I use this every day, kind of coming from home to the office and on airplanes. This is great. Fits really well either in the overhead or under my feet at my seat. So a lot of great advantages with this bag. It's just very different from the other packs in this video. The nickname we're giving this pack is the Urban Travel King. This is kind of like used for street photography, coffee shops, traveling, airports, YouTubers, vloggers are gonna really enjoy this bag. This is best for creators and travelers, content creators on the go. You can fit a lot in here. It has great organization, which I'll show you in a second. Very different from like a 10, 20, 30 mile hiking backpack. Similar to the Thinktank, the Mindshift that I just showed you earlier, this as well is a clamshell opening bag, just like this. Laptop goes here. Lots of great pocket storage here. I have a little mouse pad hiding in there. And I'm just gonna tip it over to show you how I have this organized. Hard drives, vitamins, things for travel, journal. I have a battery pack in there, charger, that Fuji X100V that I showed you before. And I would normally put more hard drives. You could probably fit 2 camera bodies in here. You're gonna get a little limited on the size of lenses. You might struggle with a 70-200 in here. You could maybe put a 70-200 in a padded thing up here. In terms of pockets, it has a lot of exceptional pocket storage and organization. Some of these I don't even use very often because there are so many pockets. This little zipper here gets you inside the roll top part of your pack. And then there's also additional storage up top here, quick access for like AirPods, wallets, and other things that you might want quick access to while you are traveling. But I do like that when you have the clamshell open, if you need to get something that's in the roll top part of the bag, you can simply do that with this little pocket here. And now I'm finding more cords, a fanny pack I have stashed in there. So definitely hits the mark for organization. This is not a bag I would take with me on larger commercial shoots because it's limited in terms of how many camera bodies, lenses, can I fit a drone up top, that kind of thing. You would have to start to pick and choose. So this is more of like my everyday carry type camera bag. It's awesome, love it. I just have a different use case for this than some creators. I've seen people hike with this. They love it for hiking, just not my preferred hiking pack. I'd rather use the Hyperlite or Shimoda. I'm gonna show you the Shimoda bag next. Another cool feature on this one is the module that the camera gear is in is completely removable. So you can take this out and have it next to you while you're shooting a scene and quickly switch through gear instead of having to open the clamshell opening every time. So super cool to have this. This is part of the like photographer bundle, is getting the removable module set that sets in here and is built for this bag. So highly recommend purchasing that as a part of this kit, and getting the bigger one too. It fits in here really well. It's very snug and the padding is really nice, keeps all my gear really safe. All right, so let's recap the stats on this one. This is the Wandrd Prvke 31 liter. This is more of like the urban traveler, street photographer bag. Empty, this is 3.4 pounds. Priced at $324. That's what you're looking at here, the photo bundle. If you just wanted the backpack, say you don't do photography and you're just curious how this pack is used as like an everyday carry item, you don't need to purchase that photo bundle module. So pack only is $240. So access type, rear clamshell, as well as your access here on the side. If you want to quickly grab your camera in and out, you would kind of sling it over to your side like this. You would have your camera tucked. Quickly, I can pull out the little Fuji, and then I can tuck it back in here. Kind of a little bit of a security issue there. You could maybe be in a crowded place and someone might try to open that and grab what's inside, so keep that in mind if you're in crowded places. It is padded as a camera bag, is meant for camera gear. If you do that photo bundle with this pack, it does have the tripod holder. You could also use this for a water bottle or something else, but if you're a traveling photographer, that's what's gonna do well there. I have the Peak Design travel tripod in there. The module on the inside, just to reiterate, is removable. You could take that out and replace it with another module. All right, back to it. This is, of all these backpacks, has to be one of my favorites. This is the new workhorse. This is the king of utility. Probably one of the best camera bags ever designed, ever created. Definitely more for like adventure photographers, hiking photographers, landscape photographer. This is gonna be your bag. Been using this for a few years now. This is the Shimoda Action X50. It is exceptional. I love this pack so much. I have it fully loaded with 2 camera bodies, drone up top here. So let's go into detail about why I love this so much. First of all, just endless pockets and organization in this thing. So large exterior pockets. You do have an ability to like hang skis from here, or maybe you're split boarding with this pack. Extremely versatile in terms of the things you can hang on here from an exterior sense. Really well thought out. I think the niche for this bag, or who this is built and meant for, like I said, action and adventure photographers, people that are skiing, hiking, camping, backpacking. This is gonna be an essential thing that you'll continue to use. I use this on tons of commercial tourism projects, whether we're hiking, horseback riding, dangling from helicopters, what have you. This is my go-to bag for projects like that, primarily because of how much stuff I can put inside of here, travel with this, and just feel very confident that I don't have to sacrifice any gear. I can bring everything with me. Just extremely well built. And of all these backpacks, this is probably my number 1 of all of these, but I'm gonna show you what we do to make the next bag, the Hyperlite, the ultimate hybrid camera and hiking backpack. So let's talk about some features on this one. 2 side pockets for holding water bottle or tripods. Adjustable, this is different than a lot of camera bags, so adjustable shoulder straps. So they sell this pack in different sizes so that it makes sure that it fits you well. Great hip belts. It has a clip here, a sternum strap as well. Awesome pockets as well on the shoulder straps. One is for your phone, one is for like keys, SD cards, or extra accessories that you might want to put on this side, but it's like leave the car and you have things in your hands like your phone and your keys. You go right here and you're locked and loaded, ready to hike with this thing. So definitely built for adventurers and people that are looking to really get out there. That's why you might really like this if you're a landscape or adventure photographer. So up top here is a roll top, similar to the Prvke, very similar to the Hyperlite as well. Put tons of additional gear up top here. As you can see, I haven't filled it all the way. I have a drone sitting on top of a bunch of other layers that I keep stashed in here in case it gets cold while you're hiking. I have snacks, I have a GPS unit in here, I have a small med kit. The versatility and the size of this bag is one of the things that made me fall in love with it. Extremely well built. I've had it for a few years. You can see kind of the wear and tear on it, but like in general, it has stood up to the test. Has a really nice side handle as well. It's not on both sides, but just on this side. In case you're throwing this in the overhead or throwing it in a car, a really nice side handle built. So let's show you the inside of this pack. This bag is fully waterproof and was built to withstand all different kinds of weather conditions. I've taken this out in rain, sleet, snow, everything you can imagine, and it's held up remarkably well. Let's show you the inside now. Very similar clamshell style opening. Pack opens like that. Similar to the Prvke, it has a removable waterproof camera module, and then your roll top gear is here. Different than the Prvke, you can't access this when you have the clamshell open. This is intended to be for your laptop. Didn't like my laptop pressing against all my camera gear, so oftentimes I'll put my laptop in this larger exterior pocket in its own soft laptop case. You could not use the laptop case and use their padded intended laptop space, but be mindful that your gear and your back are going to press on your precious laptop, so keep that in mind. And then I have the module here. The other nice thing about Shimoda is they make different size modules that fit into their bags depending on how many camera bodies or lenses you plan to put inside a backpack. So you could swap this out to a larger one. Mine has 2 camera bodies in it right now. I really like the fact that I can just take my entire kit. This is the R4 with the 70-200, slips right in there perfectly fine. And then on the other side, I have a brand new R5 lens, smaller lens. So two camera bodies, 2 lenses, 3 lenses will fit on the inside here. And then you could store an additional lens in a soft case up top, or you just run with 1 camera body with a larger lens on it, and then you have lots of versatility on the inside to carry probably 3 more lenses on top of that. So maybe you're more lens heavy, great pack for you. Maybe you're a little more camera body heavy, you could still put 2 fully kitted out mirrorless pro grade camera bodies in here. Some accessory pockets where I keep accessories on the side, a little blower in here. Another advantage to the module that Shimoda makes in comparison to the Prvke is that Shimoda wraps this in a waterproof liner so that when you pull out your gear and you're kind of shooting out in the field, you can quickly cover it up. Say some rain moves in, you don't have to worry about your gear in here. This is fully waterproof, so just let the precipitation hit this, and maybe you leave your bag over by your car or your van. So that is one thing that's unique. Yes, the module does come out of the Shimoda. I'm actually gonna set this to the side, and I'll show you why in a few minutes here. Awesome side pockets, tripod holder on the side here. Just a whole mix of different options. You can unclip this and put the water bottle pocket back inside if you don't want that hanging out. Hip belts work really well on this one. It does have a frame in it, which makes it feel more like a backpacking pack to me. And it also just feels better when it's fully loaded down and I'm about to go on like a 6, 7, 8, maybe 10 mile hike with this. Awesome pockets, lots of versatility to put like a Peak Design strap on here. Love this bag, Shimoda. It's probably one of the best camera backpack companies out there. If you're watching this, Shimoda, love to work together. So let's go over the stats and the specs on the Shimoda Action X50. Empty, this bag is probably the heaviest of all the packs. This is 4.6 pounds empty. Probably one of the pricier packs of all the ones reviewed in this video. Starting price with this, with that core module I showed you, is $450. And if you don't want the core module, say you have your own, it's $350 without their internal system. I recommend using Shimoda's internal camera modules. It fits really well in here and you can take it out and put it places. I'm going to show you how I make my next bag a hybrid camera bag using Shimoda's module. Yes, this is padded for camera gear. The core unit inside has lots of padding to keep your gear safe. Has the tripod holder on the side. There are a few different options. You could hang a tripod from the bottom here. I also did a 60-mile hike with this pack in the Italian Dolomites. Knowing what I know now about backpacks, I wouldn't reuse this for that type of hike. I would use the next setup, but it did work fine. You can get a larger version of this and you could basically backpack out of this depending on how minimal you are. The module, once again, is completely removable, so you can customize how much gear you're bringing with you or leave space for additional hiking, climbing, skiing equipment by purchasing a smaller module. Gives you more space with the roll top. So just to reiterate, this is the Shimoda Action X50, perhaps my favorite bag of all of these in the video for adventure photographers, landscape photographers. I bring this on a lot of commercial shoots because we're moving around a lot and I need my gear to stay safe and secure inside of here. This has been a great pack. Well done, Shimoda. Probably my favorite bag in this video. We are gonna save the best for last in terms of like best hybrid setup. So this is a great pack because you can still very quickly and easily access all of your camera gear right through that. A little bit different than a clamshell, it opens to the side. But yeah, this is a little bit different from the clamshell that you saw with the Prvke and the Thinktank. So on to the next setup, we're gonna talk about the Hyperlite Southwest. Is my latest hybrid hiking camera pack. All right. Here we are back with the final pack in this video. Hyperlite Mountain Gear Southwest 40 liter. This is kind of like the ultralight, super versatile hiking adventure photographer bag. This setup wouldn't be possible without the module that I removed from the Shimoda bag, the previous bag, and placed it inside of here. You can also buy those modules from Amazon or companies like Tenba, Manfrotto, all make really nice little camera modules. This pack by itself isn't really ready to be a camera bag unless you purchase a little module or something that will fit on the inside. All right, so I had to quickly throw a tripod on the side here. So not necessarily meant to be a pack that like is for shooting photography, but you sure can. There aren't dedicated tripod holders, but you can put this on the side in your water bottle pocket. Awesome exterior pockets for additional gear or say bear spray like I have in mine. Extremely versatile, stretchy exterior pockets. And then over here I have that Peak Design travel tripod. Great support and hip belts on this bag, which is why this is my go-to for big hiking days, less photography days. So if you're a hiker first and then a photographer second, this is gonna be an awesome option for you because it's an extremely versatile bag. You could get a larger version, you could buy a 50. I think they also make a 60 liter, and this could be like your go-to backpacking pack because it's extremely lightweight without anything else on the inside. The one catch with Hyperlite is they're expensive, and a lot of the accessories like the cell phone pocket you see hanging here, I had to purchase that separately. You could slip your phone in their exterior hip belt pockets. They have 2 of those, super nice for snacks on the go, keys. You can even put a small little point and shoot camera in there or your phone if you didn't want to purchase some of their additional products. So, and the thing to keep in mind about this is it's not a traditional camera bag, so you're not gonna see a clamshell opening or a zipper to quickly access your camera gear. This is a hiking bag first, and I've modified it to be like a hybrid hiking camera backpack for me, purely because that Shimoda bag, the one we reviewed last, is heavy without any equipment inside of it. So this is a roll top system, not fully loaded down. You can put way more gear in here if you want to. But you will recognize this. It's the same module from the Shimoda bag. Also, I didn't have this secured well on the side. There are side straps here that you could lock your tripod down with. So I've got the camera module, and then everything else inside of this bag is small med kit, another GPS unit, extra layers, hiking socks. Hyperlite also sells accessory bags. So basically what you're looking at when you look inside of a Hyperlite is just one big empty sack. You can fill it and customize it however you want. It just doesn't have the quick access to zippers that traditional camera bags have. So I will put a Peak Design clip here and hang my favorite camera body and lens, so I have everything I need like this ready to go, and I don't have to constantly open this to find stuff that might be buried inside of the module that I put on top. So that is kind of like the hybrid component of this. It's not traditionally a camera bag, but it really comes in strong in terms of a lightweight, extremely comfortable hiking pack. Absolutely love this product. So I don't really have a lot of additional gear to show you from the inside, but it's big. The storage is like endless in there, so keep that in mind when I pack this down. Outside of organizing my camera gear in here, I'll put snacks in a separate pouch, layers in a separate pouch, so instead of digging through everything, similar to like a packing cube type system, I will be able to quickly pull one bag out and know what's inside of it. But once again, this wouldn't be possible without a module from a company like Shimoda, Tenba, or Amazon, so you wouldn't be able to use this as a camera bag without purchasing one of these additional modules. Let me hit you with the stats of the Hyperlite mountain gear pack. This is the Southwest 40 liter empty. This is the lightest weight of all these packs, comes in at 1.9 pounds, priced at $350. So that's just the bag, no other accessories, no camera modules, so you'd need an additional $60 to $120, $150 to purchase one of these modules or lunchbox style padded cases for your camera gear. Access type is the roll top. There's no zippers or side access for you to pull a camera out quickly. That's why I also invest in that Peak Design travel clip. I will link all of my accessories down below in the description. It's not traditionally padded as a camera bag, so you would really want a module like this or padding for your gear. It doesn't have a dedicated tripod holder, but it works fine in their side water bottle pockets. There is no removable camera module that comes with this, so you purchase this separately. This is just one big empty sack. People that use these are ultralight thru hikers or people that like to move really fast and don't want their gear to weigh them down. The opposite component of that is bags like this are extremely expensive. $350, $450 is not out of the question for building an entire Hyperlite setup, so keep that in mind. All right, so you made it to the end of the video, trying to decide which bag is the right one for you. I can't make that decision for you. You'll have to kind of use some of the attributes from earlier in the video to decide, but let me break it down and recap. If you're like a YouTuber, traveling content creator, that Wandrd Prvke is gonna be a perfect bag for you. I don't recommend that one for big hikes. It just wasn't super comfortable on me and my frame. If you are a working commercial product, wedding, portrait type photographer, shooting out of your car a lot, maybe you're a landscape photographer who's just kind of run and gun from the car, that Thinktank Backlight 26 liter might be the perfect bag for you. If you are an outdoor filmmaker, adventure photographer, love to bring lots of gear with you, 2 camera bodies, lots of lenses, drone, tripod, this Shimoda bag is exceptional. It is one of the best backpacks I've ever purchased, and drum roll, this would be my favorite bag from all of these. If you're a hiker first and a photographer second, I would push you more in the direction of checking out Hyperlite and purchasing a module from a company like Shimoda or getting it elsewhere. There's a lot to consider when purchasing the perfect camera bag. I've owned tons of them. I'm a commercial photographer. I've been doing this for 10 years. A lot of my work is in the adventure, outdoor, landscape, and tourism space. Big fan of the Shimoda bags. This one has never let me down, and now I've recently started using this more for lots of hiking and landscape type missions. So a lot to decide, a lot to choose from. In my opinion, the best value bag, probably still the Shimoda. Most versatile is gonna be the Shimoda and the Wandrd. Lightest weight is obviously the Hyperlite pack here on my right. So yeah, why don't you guys let me know in the comments which pack are you gonna pick up. I'm gonna drop some affiliate links down there. I was not paid by any of these backpacking companies to make this video, purely informational. I love backpacks, super passionate about photography, but over the years I've acquired 4+ backpacks and have learned the ins and outs of them and what I like in comparison from this one to that one and how I utilize this hybrid Hyperlite. So drop me a comment below if you found this helpful, useful. Drop me some questions. I'd love to help you in purchasing your perfect camera bag for 2026. All right, guys, see you in the next one.